we're just going to jump right into it. It's habit forming. Okay? It is addictive. Why do you think there's so many guys on the internet looking at porn, buying porn memberships, and like becoming like porn connoisseurs? It's just terrible. Let me tell you something. Here's the only porn you're allowed to look at. All right? And here's the only porn you're allowed to jerk off to. Why? Because I'm of this too. If you make a sex tape with a girl, nothing says Chad Prime than jacking off to your own sex tapes, watching yourself dominate another girl. That is the only time that I would say masturbation is okay. And even that, you've got to use it strategically. And that's only if you're focusing heavily on something. Ultimately, the answer is no. But if you got pimp game to the point, like me, where you make sex tape, and sometimes you just want to have a stroll down memory lane, then you can do it. But at the end of the day, masturbation is the most commonly used drug. And what is masturbation? Really, masturbation is a sedative. Masturbation takes away your masculine edge. Masturbation is a slow killing poison. And I always ask the question, because I already know the answer, but I just want to confirm the level of competence I have and confirm your situation. And that is, are you masturbating and looking at porn? And every single guy who's on an extended dry spell is saying yes. What's an extended dry spell? More than 3 months. And that's the thing. You see, masturbation, it satiates you just enough. It satisfies you just enough to not want to go out and get girls, but not enough to keep you happy. Because we all know that shame. You bust that nut, you start closing the browsers, and you start wiping up the area, cleaning up whatever mess you made. And that's when the shame starts to sink in. You start feeling like a loser. You feel pretty empty after the whole thing is said and done. You feel tired. Some of you guys feel depressed. Some of you guys sit there after you're done whacking off and you start ruminating on what is going on in your life. You start becoming negative and turning on yourselves. Porn is a killer. Not only that, but given our environment, porn, and even this softcore porn, which is basically Instagram these days, Instagram and Twitch, it's giving girls this ego that is just out of control. Porn is the ultimate way to put a woman on a pedestal. If you're trying to get the sexual part of your life handled, when you masturbate and you let out the ejaculation, what that does is it drains part of you. I don't know if you guys happens to you, but when I'm done with sex, I need to take a nap because my sexual energy is drained. And that same sexual energy is the energy that is allowing you to channel that into like your goals, because this sexual energy is what drives men as well. We're very sexually driven creatures. And when you let this life force out, it's just wasted on a digital experience. And it really gets you nowhere. What skill do you get from masturbation? I mean, sure, you could be edging and learning how to like last longer. But really, no, sir. That's just a rationalization. It takes away your edge in life. It takes away your masculine edge. Okay, you become docile. You become passive. You become like a woman. Not only that, I believe that when you keep your sexual energy inside of you, okay, you naturally become more horny and aggressive. For all of you guys who are masturbating right now, give it a stop. Give it a stop for 7 days and tell me you don't feel more alive. Tell me you don't feel more aggressive. Tell me you don't wake up in the morning with a rock hard, ready to world. That motivation is the one that is natural masculine energy. That is the motivation that gives you the power to go out and talk to a new girl, to head out to the gym, to accomplish your goals, to start a new business, not to be some weak, slumped up little loser, kind of trotting your way through life, not trying to offend anybody. It's pathetic. What is the porn mind frame? Porn mind frame really is just putting a woman on a pedestal above you. What are you really doing when you're jacking off? You're saying, wow, this is something that I want, that I can't have, and I'm worshiping it by jerking off. Think about how humiliating really jerking off is. What are the most effective ways to control your urges? Self-discipline, willpower. Know in your heart, every time you jerk off, you are doing damage to yourself as a man. That's why a lot of fighters don't jerk off. Some of them don't even have sex before their fights. Why? Because that keeps that masculine energy high. If you have the urge to masturbate, know that you just have a surplus of energy that is being misdirected. All it is a drug you take to sedate your natural masculine instincts. If you're jerking off and you're watching porn on the regular and you haven't had sex with a girl, 3 months is what I give the maximum limit. If you can't get laid in 3 months, you got some serious problems with your game. And that's the bottom line. You're doing something wrong. I just have to give it to you straight, because if I don't give it to you straight, you're just going to keep on living your life, bullshitting yourself, saying like, oh, yeah, this is okay. Just a wank. Yeah, it's okay. The girl will come. I haven't had sex in 6 years. Yeah, she'll come. She'll eventually come. Yeah, you keep thinking that. I'm going to gain all my muscle back too by just sitting on my floor and meditating and reading Pumping Iron and watching Arnold Schwarzenegger documentaries. That's how I'm going to get my muscle back, not by getting into the gym. Complete and utter waste of time. The truth is the most efficient way for me to change you guys. Another thing is too, when you're sexless, here's how masturbation and porn leads you into dry spells. You keep on getting complacent and complacent. Some of you guys may even turn on women like, I don't need these women. I'll just bust a nut and I can just get on with my life. Burr, 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 burr. Once you start getting that sexless aura around you, you start carrying around the dry spell stink. Just everywhere you go. Women can feel your energy and they can feel your creepiness. They can feel your lack of sex going on in your life. And you know it too. The more you listen to what I say and the more you take action and get out there and make it happen, you'll start to realize that you can get more connected with your body and your mind and your intuitive energy. And once you can sync those three up and apply it to anything in your life, you'll be unstoppable. But when you're jerking off to porn every day, you don't got no in your life. You kind of have this like scarcity, I'm afraid to lose it mentality, and it ends up becoming a self-fulfilling prophecy, and you end up don't getting laid. And it becomes a vicious cycle. To break out of a dry spell takes a lot of work. And masturbation slowly pulls you down. Slowly pulls you down and traps you. The bottom line is this, guys. It's willpower. It's willpower and it's self-discipline. Everything that can affect your life in a positive or negative way always comes back to willpower and discipline. You hate your fat ass? Discipline. Go to the gym. Count your calories. Get enough sleep. Do that 3 months. You'll lose weight. You're a cell MGTOW loser. Get in the gym. Make some gains. Approach at least 10 girls a week. Keep trying. Sign up for all the dating apps. They're all free. Keep taking better pictures. Get a job. Save some money. Buy some nice clothes. Take nicer pictures. Hire a photographer. $100. Pictures. Boom. Now you got pictures that are going to last you at least a year. Now it's just swipe right city. Consistent, concentrated effort will get this thing handled.